We have 10 days to turn Berp into a Giga Chad, but it isn't that simple. He's lefty lacking, fiscally slacking, and everybody is after that $1 million thick butt. Our only resource to accomplish this task is the infinite knowledge of video game cheese contained within his thick head. In just 10 days, Berp is going to defeat an army of robot spiders, become a master thief, knock out an immortal god emperor, and end world hunger for himself. He's just gonna do that for himself, not everyone. First things first, everybody here likes Berp about 1 million reasons too many. So let's skedaddle out of here. 1 million reasons. That's too many dried grapes. Alright, every time we pass by someone who doesn't want to, eat Berp for lunch, we need to level up that stealth skill, because feeling that we'll need it. Alright, I see some slavers in the distance, which is good news, and not for the reasons you might think. While yes, slavery would make sure that Berp doesn't, starve to death, which is good, it's not what's best for Berp's personal growth. Yes, you can see that slavery is not the best for me. The reason that it's good is because there's a skimmy boy out there. If we can coax those two into fighting, perhaps Berp can get a meal out of this. Oh, he's certainly fighting something. Ah, that's what we wanted to see. Food for Berp. Okay, got up before Berp got there. Maybe we lure it. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, go flying and stay asleep this time so I can harvest your delicious meats. Oh, go on now. Let's load up our sweet Hiver sack with these delicious buggy meats. Now, we've wasted about 7 hours of our challenge so far just trying to find snacks for Berp, and the stats still looking awful. All we've learned to do is how to run better. I don't know. Berp, get better. That's mean. You can't just ask someone where their feet are. Oh, the most delicious sight a Hiver could taste is the smell of others battling and not minding the buggy bystander. Yes, Berp is a voyeur, but don't you dare kink shame him. He needs to gather some medkits. We can end the video right here. Challenge complete as far as I'm concerned, at least when it comes to finding the baddest buggy butt hat. Behold, this hefty helm having boldly bedazzled Berp. Blast! Sunrise on the beginning of the second day. Bad news, still ain't accomplished nothing. Good news, we're finally out of that United Cities territory where everybody wants our $1 million butt! Time to get a move on. We're gonna really start sinking our teeth in this plan, start really cooking with chemicals. But I guess like everything is chemicals, so we're just cooking. Okay, here we go. Here's an armory. See, we can't buy Berp anything nice on account of the negative $1 billion IRL and in-game. So we must rely on our concerningly oversized cranium full of exploits and cheese to acquire nice things. Now check this out. Inside this building, there's a code for $5 off your next order of Magic Spoon. And this channel's given 20% if you use this code or link in the description. And a whole bunch of security spider simps. Now Berp, being the absolute Giga Chad that he is gonna run away! Yeah, come after these thick Hiver thighs. See, these mechanical spiders aren't real spiders. They won't commit to Berp like a real spider would. So they've got this maximum range where they won't follow Berp any further. Too far from home. And on account of their spiders get... Okay. So now Berp is free to whack them from range. Maybe. Let's lure them a little bit further and then whack them from range. There you go, just like that. Okay, do that times 1,000 and jump cut to finished. Okay, that was it. That was the last one. You saw it. This is all of them. They're all here. You saw there's no more spiders tending the shop. Berp, go take the things. Calm, Wasabi. Good, Wasabi. Deep breaths, Wasabi. I'm definitely not frustrated with how long that took, but on the upside, silver linings, look how dexterous our fingies have become. And now with those spiders dispatched through our comprehensive knowledge of video game cheese, it is time to commence the looting. Oh, okay, here we go. This is an upgrade instantly. 30 kg, be very heavy, but you won't need to worry about that, hint, hint, hint. Oh, some delicious food that's been sitting here for who knows how long. Go shove that in your face, Berp. Okay, all we really found was a cool sword and some heavy stuff to lug around for a minute. Maybe get a strength level or two. Or one already. Fantastic. Berp has some special cheeses planned out in his head ahead for you. We're gonna level up all the way from some basic Parma to some real fromage. So less mouth spewing and more thick Hive butt scooting. Alright, it took a little bit of time, but Berp has gotten all the way to the location we desire for maximum cheese. Now the true reason why this place is so cheesy, see this way station is a tech hunter outpost. But this little shack back here, this robotics workshop, is a member of the Skeletons faction. And much like IRL, if Pepsi caught you stealing from a Dasani vending machine, I mean, they wouldn't really care. I mean, they might care in that they're worried what you're trying to get Dasani for. Hopefully to shoot that nuclear wastewater into the sun. But I mean, they're not gonna stop you. So yeah, sneaky, cheesy, and we got a brand new arm! So now that we've gotten an arm for Berp, it's time to unlock maximum cheese. Because you see, our bewildering buggy burpy boy is a bit more than a disarmed, discerningly desired, deeply indebted boy. He's a wizard. Weeaboo powers activate. Kagebo Shin no Jutsu. Shift F12. Now fly, my Berp. Fly like the beautiful bird you are. This is gonna take a while, so what? Hey, you get your eyes back over here. Don't you click off. Here, this should satisfy your 7-second attention span. Now watch to the end of the video so YouTube doesn't realize this is all a front for the mob. Arrive, quick save, reload with squad reset, ignore villain monologue, quick save, reload again, and boom bam, this is my ninja way! And then this is essentially it. We keep whacking them, but because we're armless, we're harmless. I don't know why, but pounding the skeleton from behind just reminds me of the time I was on Hell's Kitchen. I thought I was doing great until I heard Gordon screaming, "What's Wasabi doing in the lamb?" I cried. I cried mostly because I heard he didn't like my cooking either. I'm too middle-aged for developing arthritis, so let's slide our sinister sidearm back on and sack this sadistic skeleton. Look at me. Berp is the robot emperor now. Alright, and we've teleported all the way back across the world to Hive Town. It's time we found ourselves a martial arts master. Gotta keep an eye out for one of them Sun Wukongs. There's one. Oh, and now it's fighting that Danger Giraffe. It's like King Kong versus you know, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. Wife!
Got 0?
Thank you. Take that, you nuclear allegory. Oh no, Berp is being turned into the racist biplanes. That town sucked. Let's go to a new one with blackjack and better Monkey Kings. Here we go. I mean, it did knock Berp out, but hopefully he'll be awake by the time these Hivey boys knock this guy out. And all will be well and good in the world. Heal, boy. Oh no, we're out of magical medical boxes. Maybe there's some magic here? This isn't Disney World. Alrighty tighty lefty Danny DeVito. I remember that this guy up here exists. This little, and it has about everything that Berp should need. Oh, delicious magic medicine. Heal my monkey man. Okay, I feel like I've definitely learned my lesson about dropping off things inside. I'm gonna put you down out here, Mr. Gorillo. Please don't disappear. Ah, you exist. Okay. First aid that bad boy. Okay, now here's the thing. We gotta wait until after this guy wakes up. So we're just gonna mouse over pickup and hold it. I'm gonna let go after he wakes up. Good morning. Now let's find a good bed to put him in. I've tried this on about every bed I could find. And, well, most of them we can't even use because of the whole no dinero thing. But if this one doesn't work, I'm gonna just be so not jazzed with the game. Baroque, if you will. I mean, it's arguable if performers improvise their flourishes, so maybe Baroque isn't the opposite? Gregorian chant, that's how I'd feel. Yes, this is looking good. Yes! Okay, we're gonna be a martial arts boy. This is how I'm certain all martial artists train, right? This is what Bruce Lee did. He took a gorilla, stuck it on a sleeping bag, and just started going to town. So it looks like we can just do this in perpetuity, right? Ah, okay. So we can just first aid him, and keep coming back to him. Granted, you'll keep going unconscious, which is not ideal. But I guess that this cheese could be really scaled up if you wanted to. So Berp is now So Berp is now a master martial artist. Got the hella melee attacks and lots of dexterity. Oh, Berp, you're such a good boy. Let's go find some more cheese. We're about halfway through our time. We gotta make the most of it. Alright, now it's time to train up the sneaky sneaks. This is where Berp will learn his spidey senses. And by spidey senses, I mean hiding from about 100 spiders down there that want to eat his sweet, juicy Hive booty! Berp, you're just becoming such a sneaky boy. And sometimes a very arachnophobic boy. I like that apparently Berp tastes bad, though. They keep, like, taking a bite out of him and then decide, no, I don't want to eat him. He went to Jared! Well, it was bound to happen. This is going to waste a lot of our time, but Berp is in a coma. I mean, when we're in charge, certain things are inevitable, but you know, maybe he'll come out of it. Well, Berp has wasted about all of day 5 taking a nap, but, I mean, it's much needed rest and probably a good penalty to pay in exchange for, exploit abuse no jutsu. The sun is rising on the 6th day of our challenge. Berp has leveled up significantly in terms of being a sneaky stealth ninja bug boy. And we've also been carrying around Jared because we felt bad about what happened to him. I think it's time to take Berp with all of his amazing new skills and go and try and do some kind of good in the world. Granted, I'm not sure that anything on this channel qualifies like outright as good, but success, failure, none of that matters. It's trying that counts. Problem is I didn't do too well in 2nd grade, so counting a little bit limited for me. Time to deliver some summer camp flavored justice. Good night, sweet prince. The counselor made us sleep naked together in the tents and I don't know how it made me feel! Changing subject. Armor King, renowned in all the land for being the king of armor. Profound! He has cool stuff. Berp want. Berp can no buy. Berp take from armor guy! Change tactics. Steal right in front of the thralls' faces, because they don't have faces. Go for a swim to wash the crime off. Run back plan A. Borrow fancy pants. Profit? I have one more pit stop for Berp to make, for him to be a true legend in just 10 days, no money, super strong boy. Alright, we're at Skeleton City! Time to go mess with these sad robots. This is the best robotic shop on the entire moon, and we're stuck with this dinky little guy. Stealth mode, but this time we can keep our shirt on at least. This is a good stealthy shirt. Oh, this is nice. What if we just, take? Hey, y'all recognize this thing? Yeah, get wrecked, losers. It's just day 8 out of 10 on this challenge, and we already have massive stats and hella cool equipment. I think there's only one thing left to do, boys. Start a riot! Okay, we can fight, we can fight. Get wrecked by my samurai bug Riz, you handsy camp counselor. Pharaoh, you better get ready to let my people go. Okay, exploit time. If I take my clothes off, they can't take my clothes from me. I'll take things Wasabi said to a cop for 100. Well, Berp has spent all day just sitting around healing up in this cage. I don't know, I think he has like a bondage fetish or something. But it's feeling like about time to bump off. Discard shackles, become a free bug. Gather garments discarded on the ground last night after the passionate entanglement with 5 burly men. And a flea of shame. And so it hath passed midnight of day 10. Let us gaze upon our good boy Berp being pursued by his bestie. We see all of the many stats that our boy has gained. And the cool jazz our justified bug obtained. We had many adventures and undoubtedly dodged many debt collectors. But the true lesson we learned today. Buy Magic Spoon, subscribe to the channel.